Seniors, lean in. This may be the most useful video you watch this year. Maybe the one that finally gives back your evenings, your sleep, and your comfortable steps. Please listen closely. On Healthy Body, the promise is simple. Practical relief you can try tonight, explained with respect for your age, your time, and your safety. No scare tactics, no empty miracles. Just calm, doable steps that help you move, rest, and live with less pain. Nothing here replaces your clinician's care, and every tip comes with a safety note. If you have heart, kidney, or blood pressure issues, or take regular medications, especially diuretics, anticoagulants, or diabetes medicines, talk with your doctor before using baking soda internally or essential oils on your skin. Essential oils must always be diluted and patch tested on a small area. Never use them undiluted. If any tip doesn't feel right for your body, skip it. You are the expert on you. Mornings that start with a wince are common after 60. Knees that feel like sandpaper. Hands that refuse to grip a jar. A deep ache that shadows every step. Here is the truth in simple language. Joints do not have their own direct blood pipes. They eat through motion. Gentle movement circulates the slick synovial fluid that brings nutrients and carries waste away. When pain makes you still, that fluid stalls, cartilage dries, and stiffness hardens. The goal is not to power through. The goal is to restart the joint's tiny pump every day and calm the tissues around it. Begin with warmth. A warm compress for 3 to 5 minutes tells the muscles around the joint to drop their guard. Follow with a slow, kind massage using your regular lotion with a single diluted drop of rosemary blended in, around the sore area, not pressing straight on it. Then add micro moves, slow knee slides, ankle pumps, and gentle fist opens and closes, 30 to 60 easy reps. Think oil the hinge, not win a marathon. Do this in small snacks during the day. Morning heat, brief movement breaks, and a short evening walk on flat ground. It's not flashy. It works. Heavy, cold, lower legs by mid-afternoon are not just aging. They're a sign blood is pooling and the calf muscles aren't pumping it back up. You can nudge the system. Every 2 to 3 hours, stand at the counter and do 30 heel raises, then 30 ankle circles each direction, then 30 toe taps. Elevate feet to heart level for 10 minutes after lunch. Ask your clinician about light compression socks if appropriate. For comfort, a warm water foot soak for 15 minutes is fine. Dry fully afterward and massage upward from toes toward calves with lotion. The direction matters, always up toward the heart. Consider a tiny amount of diluted rosemary in your moisturizer only if your skin tolerates scents. Red flags to call your clinician right away. One leg suddenly more swollen than the other, calf warmth and redness, pain at rest, or any wound that is slow to heal. That itchy skin between toes that keeps returning, and the thick yellow nails that make sandals feel off-limits, are almost always fungus and moisture teaming up. The plan is boring and it beats it. Wash, dry carefully, get between toes, change into breathable socks during the day if feet sweat, and rotate shoes so they fully dry. Use an over-the-counter antifungal cream on the skin twice a day for 2 to 4 weeks. File thick nails gently once a week and keep going for months. Nails grow slowly. If you enjoy a home comfort step, apply a brief paste of baking soda and water to the skin for 5 minutes. Rinse, dry, and then use the antifungal. If skin cracks, skip any paste and let skin heal. Essential oils must be diluted and used only on intact skin. If they irritate, stop. Consistency wins here, not intensity. Walking into a room and forgetting why is a universal human moment, but the fog that makes names slip and thoughts feel wrapped in cotton often comes from 2 fixable things: a thirsty brain and a messy sleep clock. Your brain uses about 1/5 of your body's oxygen. A small slowdown in blood flow or a disrupted rhythm shows up as fog. Try this simple morning pattern for 1 week. Drink a big glass of water. March in place for 2 minutes. Step outside for morning light on your eyes, even on a cloudy day. Then breathe a calm scent cue for 10 slow breaths. If you enjoy rosemary, place one diluted drop on a tissue and hold it near, not on, your nose. Write 3 things you want from the day. When you meet someone new, anchor the name to a detail out loud. Purple scarf, Patricia becomes purple scarf. P. If memory changes are sudden, affect safety, or friends and family are worried, please schedule a checkup. Early is kind. Sciatica feels like a lightning wire from the low back through the hip into the leg. The aim is to unload the nerve and keep it gliding without poking it. Heat the area for 10 minutes to soften muscle guarding. Lie on your back and try gentle knee-to-chest pulls, straightening the knee toward the ceiling and bending again, 10 times each side. Slow and easy. Sit tall, tuck the chin slightly, and gently extend one knee at a time, 10 each side. Stop if sharp pain shoots. Short walks on flat ground help more than long sits. A small amount of lotion with a single diluted drop of rosemary can be rubbed over the buttock and lower back for comfort, if your skin tolerates it. Call your clinician urgently for new weakness, numbness in the saddle area, or trouble with bladder or bowel control. Brown spots on the backs of the hands and cheeks tell a sun story that started decades ago. The gentlest fade program is sunscreen every day, plus patience. Use a vitamin C serum in the morning or a tiny amount of a retinoid at night if your clinician says it's okay. Once a week, not daily, you can very lightly massage a thin slurry of baking soda and water over a spot for 30 to 60 seconds. Rinse well and moisturize. If your skin gets irritated, drop that step. The steady hero here is daily protection and time, not harsh bleaching. That burn climbing up the chest after dinner, the taste in the mouth at night, and the stack of pillows people collect, these are the calling cards of reflux. Little shifts add up. Make dinner smaller, finish 3 hours before bed, and raise the head of the bed on blocks 6 inches. Notice your personal triggers. Common ones include fried foods, mint, alcohol, chocolate, and late-night meals. For occasional relief, some people use a half teaspoon of baking soda in water, but this is not for regular use and not for anyone with sodium restrictions, high blood pressure, kidney disease, or who is taking certain medicines. Don't mix it near medication times. If reflux is frequent, talk to your clinician about proven treatments and evaluation. Protecting the esophagus matters. A thinner ponytail and more scalp showing in photos can feel like a loss. First, be kind to yourself. Hair changes are common, and some are reversible. Daily scalp massage for 4 minutes with fingertips can help blood flow. Ask your clinician about topical minoxidil and simple blood tests for iron, thyroid, and B12. If your skin tolerates oils, a light carrier oil with a single diluted drop of rosemary massaged into the scalp 2 or 3 times a week for 5 minutes can be pleasant. Shampoo after 30 to 60 minutes. Avoid frequent baking soda scrubs on the scalp. They can be too harsh. Hair grows slowly. Measure progress in months, not days. Pins, needles, burning in the feet, or numb patches are symptoms that deserve attention and gentle care. Protect the skin you plan to walk on for decades. Check soles daily, moisturize cracked heels, wear seamless socks and roomy shoes, and add a short balance practice every day. Stand at the counter, hold lightly, and balance on one leg 30 seconds each side. For comfort, a warm foot soak for 10 minutes, followed by drying between toes and putting on cotton socks, can help some people relax before bed. Keep blood sugar in your target range if you live with diabetes. It is one of the strongest ways to protect nerves. Any ulcer, color change, or infection needs quick care. The quiet embarrassment of gum bleeding and stale breath is more than cosmetic. It's inflammation that links to the rest of the body. Brush 2 minutes with a soft brush. Clean between the teeth with floss or tiny interdental brushes. Scrape the tongue gently and see your dental team regularly. A mild rinse of baking soda and warm water can help freshen breath. Swish and spit. Do not swallow. Mouthwashes that scorch often kill the good bacteria too. Kinder routines win. If you enjoy herbal scents, a separately diluted drop of rosemary in your moisturizer massaged along the cheeks can be calming, but the real work happens with consistent brushing and cleaning where the brush doesn't reach. Those afternoon energy crashes, the thirst, and the slow-healing little cuts are whispers to check blood sugar. Food timing helps. Build meals around protein, fiber, and healthy fats to smooth out spikes. Take a 10-minute walk after your largest meal. Muscles act like a sponge for glucose. Sleep enough hours at a steady schedule. If you measure at home, keep a simple log and bring it to your clinician. Be cautious with internal hacks. Baking soda is sodium. Swallowing it regularly can raise risks for some people. Always talk with your clinician before drinking it for any reason. Night cramps that launch a person upright at 3 a.m. can wreck a week. Simple habits can quiet them down. Hydrate through the day. Stretch calves before bed with a gentle wall stretch, 30 seconds each side, 2 rounds. Warm the legs in the shower or with a heating pad for a few minutes. Then massage calves and feet with lotion in slow strokes toward the knees. Keep a magnesium discussion for your clinician. It's not for everyone or every medication list. If a cramp strikes, pull the toes toward the knees, breathe out slowly, and hold. A warm pad can help the muscle let go. Flakes on shoulders and an itchy scalp are often yeast and oil teaming up with a sensitive skin barrier. Start with a gentle, proven anti-dandruff shampoo used as directed and give it a couple of weeks. If you enjoy herbal care, you can add 1 diluted drop of rosemary to a tablespoon of conditioner and apply from mid-lengths to ends, not on the scalp, if fragrances don't irritate you. Baking soda on the scalp can make things worse for some. If you try it, do so briefly and rarely, and stop at the first hint of irritation. Kidney stones are a pain no one forgets. The simplest prevention plan is to keep urine pale lemonade-colored all day. Spread fluids evenly from breakfast to evening. Add citrus like lemon or lime to water if your clinician agrees. Citrate can help. Eat calcium with meals to bind oxalate in the gut, and be mindful with very high oxalate foods if you've had calcium oxalate stones in the past. Do not self-dose sodium bicarbonate for stones unless your clinician prescribes it. The sodium load can be risky. Any flank pain with fever, vomiting, or blood in urine needs urgent care. Headaches that pound with each heartbeat and light that feels like knives can steal whole days. Build a 3-part plan you can pull from your pocket. Hydrate, dim the room, and breathe slowly. Place a cool pack on the forehead and a warm pack on the shoulders if the neck is tight. Some find a gentle temple and base of skull massage soothing. Use plain lotion or a tiny amount of diluted rosemary if scents help you relax. Track triggers, skipped meals, poor sleep, certain foods, too much screen glare. Ask your clinician for a clear medication plan you can start early. Catching the first whisper often prevents the shout. Adult acne along the jawline, blackheads on the nose, and oily shine by noon feel unfair. The answer is not to strip the skin. Cleanse with a gentle, non-fragrant wash, use a light moisturizer, and spot treat with a proven salicylic acid or benzoyl peroxide as tolerated. For a very occasional home step, a minute of baking soda slurry as a spot exfoliant, followed by a rinse can feel smoothing, but do not scrub hard or often. If oils and fragrances irritate your face, skip them. Clearer skin comes from calm, consistent care, not harsh, quick fixes. Crushing fatigue that hits in the late afternoon often has simple drivers: dehydration, long sits, and an upside-down sleep schedule. Start the day with water, protein, and 10 minutes of light movement. Set a timer for a 2-minute circulation break every 90 minutes. March in place, roll shoulders, open the chest, and look out a window for real daylight. Keep caffeine earlier in the day and dim the home an hour before bed. A gentle rosemary scent cue can mark the start of focused work. A different, softer scent can mark the start of wind down. Teach the nervous system what time it is. Insomnia is a thief. The nervous system gets stuck in fight or flight and forgets how to coast into rest. Build a 45-minute runway. Lower lights, silence notifications, and trade bright screens for something paper. Soak feet in warm water for 10 minutes, dry well, then massage soles and calves with plain lotion in slow strokes toward the knees. A single diluted drop of rosemary can be added if scents relax you. Keep it light. Keep the bedroom cool and dark, reserve the bed for sleep. If you wake at 3 a.m., get up, sip water, and sit somewhere dim until sleepiness returns. Avoid routine baking soda drinks for sleep. The sodium load and medication interactions can be risky for many. Better sleep comes from rhythm, light, and gentle cues. Gout is one of the most painful experiences a person can have. When uric acid crystallizes in a joint, it feels like ground glass under the skin. The best home support between flares is hydration, a look at alcohol and high purine foods with your clinician, steady weight management if needed, and a clear medication plan designed by your doctor. During an acute flare, elevate the joint and use cool packs in short sessions, unless your clinician advises otherwise. Do not self-medicate with baking soda. That advice circulates online and can be dangerous if you have blood pressure or kidney issues or take certain medicines. For comfort between flares, a gentle lotion massage around, not on, tender areas can relax guarding muscles. If you tolerate scent, a tiny diluted drop of rosemary in your usual lotion can be pleasant, but it is not a cure. The cure is a smart plan you and your clinician make together. If all of this feels like a lot, take a breath. You don't need to change everything. Pick one problem that shouts the loudest and try the smallest version of the plan for 7 days. Warmth, easy movement, elevation, gentle massage, light in the morning, darker evenings, and kind routines across the day. These are the quiet tools that change how a body feels at 60, 70, and beyond. On Healthy Body, that is the path we walk together. Fewer fireworks, more results. If this helps, share it with someone you love. And in the comments, tell which small step you're starting tonight. I'm cheering for you to feel better by this time next week.